Okay, normal checks. Done. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, everyone, PICK&MIX Gamer here. Obviously, I do apologise for the bit of a break in the intro then. Basically, what this is Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. I hope that's how it's pronounced. And basically, I remember it a little bit differently growing up. I always knew this as Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town. I think this is a bit like a revamp, but I know it's a revamp because during the introduction, no, not the introduction, sorry, during this like little intro before the actual title screen, it was going along and you were seeing all the characters and I was able to start pointing some of them out, but like the game suggests, there's some new characters in it as well. And in this game you've got cows, sheep, alpacas, cats. There's a sort of very large guinea pig in it as well. I forgot what they're called. I can't remember. It's Cabra Arum or something like that. I've got an idea what it is, but I know what it is. I just can't remember the name. But yeah, so let's get started. Options beforehand, just to make sure. Display language, yes, confirmed. Okay, so let's start. And I always knew the character as this one on the left with the blue hat, the blue like denim suit kind of thing. Forgot what they're called now. But that's my little one I always played. But I think she'll match if I can I change her with this character. Can't change her eye colour, can you? But yes, I'll go with this one. It's a funny thing actually, I think that's Naomi that. She was actually in Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life on GameCube. But yes, we're changing that name. Lovely. Done. PMG. Nice. Birthday. I've always had mine in the winter. Yeah, winter 28th we'll go for. Difficulty. Simple mode. Start with a lot of gold. Items sell for a little more. Easier to raise affection with people. Start with 18 turnips in the field. Normal mode. None of the features from simple mode. That makes the game easier. Offers satisfying challenge. Okay, we'll go with normal then, because it's not like I'm a noob to farming games. Yes. Come on, my little one. Oh yeah, and if you buy this on the PS Store at the minute, you end up getting like a cow costume with it for free. I must admit, it looks cute. I like the cow costume and the sheep costume. Mirror in the house to change it. One day, a special letter arrived in my mailbox. It was sent from a person who introduced himself as the mayor of a certain little town. The moment I finished reading that letter, I packed up my things and headed to the train station. Once there, I bought a ticket to Mineral Town, the place where my grandfather had his farm. It's always the grandfather in it, I've always noticed that. It's never the cousin or the nephew or the grandma. There's the mayor, but in the last one I think the mayor was a little bit bigger in the PS1 version. I'm Thomas, same name I think. It is my great honour to preside over Mineral Town as its mayor. Here it is, the land your grandfather left for you. I'm afraid it's been some time since anyone tended to it, so it's fallen into a bit of disrepair. Do you remember when you came here as a child? You spent the summer together with your grandfather. I'm sorry, PMG. We've had to cancel our family vacation this summer. I just couldn't get the time off for it. There's something very important that I have to do at work, and I can't leave. I'm really sorry, But you'll have to... Oh, hang on. But you'll have to make do without a trip this year. Things are just too busy. Got a bit tongue twisted there. I promise I'll make it up to you. I'm sorry, PMG, but please understand. We may not get a family vacation, but we have asked your grandfather, to let you stay with him at his farm this summer. His farm is wonderful. It's surrounded by nature with all sorts of places to explore. You can relax and play as much as you like. We've already packed your things. All that's left for you is to go and have fun. I can imagine that. Yeah, get out, we want to rest. Oh, there you are, PMG. Do you remember me? I'm your grandpa. There ain't too much to do out here in the sticks, but go have a nosy around if you like. I'm afraid I'll be busy most of the day doing my chores around the farm, so I won't have much time to play with you. There are a few kids around your age in town, though. I'm sure they'll let you play with them, so go on, introduce yourself. Riding on a cow. Aww. Nice horse. Riding on the horse. Chicken. Oh, this has got to be a remake of that Harvest. I'm pretty sure it is. Because I remember all these snapshots, in the old one, and I loved that one. Who are you? Oh yeah, someone said the old guy at the farm down the road was having a visitor from the city. That must be her. I wonder what she's doing all by herself. Do you always play alone? Wow, me too. I like this place lots, so I come here all the time. Hey, why don't you tell me about yourself in the city and stuff? What's it like there? Well, PMG, how did you like the country life? Was it fun? When you get back home, say hello to your mum and dad for me and let them know I enjoyed having you come visit. Aw, you're going already? Well, I'll miss you. You'll be coming back someday, right? Promise me you'll come back. I will. It's been 20 years since then. I see you've grown into a fine young adult. So I'm guessing there was about maybe 3 or 5 in that, so that'd make them 23, 25 in this. Your grandfather loved this little farm dearly, I'm sure it would make him oh so happy to know that you had inherited it. Well, what do you say? Would you like to give farming a try? Yes! Defo. Excellent, excellent. Allow me to be the first to welcome you as a new resident of Mineral Town. Now then, as you are the new owner of this farm, do you not think a new name is in order? Yeah, Veggie Farm. Veggie Farm. Oh, I love calling it that. Oops. Oh god, I can't call it Veggie. Man, it'll be automatic, won't it? Veggie Farm, Veggie Farm. It does have a nice ring to it. Yes, it does. Running a farm is not the easiest of jobs in the world, but if you try hard, I'm sure you'll do your grandfather proud. I love that look he does. Well, I'm sure you must be tired from your long trip here. Why don't you rest for the remainder of the day? Thank you. I must return to my duties as mayor. I bid you good evening. Tomorrow, my new life as a farmer begins. Ooh, nice little dumplings. They do that every morning unless you forget to buy food. And if you don't have food in your fridge, it don't really do it. Life on the farm, advanced sis. Hey sis. Yes, teach me how to move around. You've been walking since a baby, I think you know. Alright, let's start with the basics. When moving around the map, you can walk or run. Huh? How come it's walk or run? Because you can change the pace at which you're moving around to suit your needs. Oh, I see. So if you want, you can either take it easy or rush around super fast. Precisely. Okay. Straightforward enough. Tomorrow's weather, clouds will clear overnight, giving the entire region a bright and sunny day to enjoy. Right, sunny weather. Fish or be fished. Don't fish for mediocrity. Cast your line for excellent and reel. I missed that then. Stupid dead. Oh, Mr. Fisher. Hello there, Mr. Fisher. Spring is a nice warm season, great time to catch fish. This time of year, the ocean is full of sardine, Pacific herring and sailfin sandfish. Try discovering yourself what kind of a fishing rod you need. Thank you. See you again next time, folks. News. Good day. Today is Spring 2nd. The month's events are the Spring Derby on Spring 18th. I think that's to do with the horses, but I don't think you can do that in your first year. You have to sort of get your horse to a good level. The cooking exhibition, I think we can do that one, 22nd. Okay, I'm good. Balance book, this checks all the things you sell. Farm points. Ooh. So I've got 6 in tools. 1 as main character. Goddess collection. I think this is all the stuff you can give to the goddess. I'm not too sure though. Mine floor reached, minigame high scores, fishing log, all the stuff, shipping, all the things you ship. Okay, so that's simple enough. Trophy list. Get married. Reach spring of year 2, simple enough. Reach spring of year 3, spring of year 5. Make 300 offerings to the goddess, 1 per day. Have a total of 50 grand at once, okay. It's time to start investing. Okay, so there's a good few trophies then, isn't there? Oh, I just can't wait with this, I really can. Because the thing is, with the last game, the thing is with the game in general, on the PS1 version, it was, don't get me wrong, I loved it, it was fantastic, but the only issue is it's like at the time, I don't think they could put more into it because it just wouldn't have stuck with people, or they thought it wouldn't, because I think only the sprites got very minorly introduced, right? They were introduced to help your animals, plants, like they do in the more modern games. Sorry, cup of tea. But they weren't really introduced as a major thing, I don't think. I did end up completing it, but obviously this is when I was younger, so I'm just so glad now. White Day, not sure what that is. I'm just so glad they brought this out now, because by revamping it, they've not only brought more into it. Right, we'll need the sickle, we'll need the axe, we'll need the hoe. If you keep it in your tool pocket as you walk, it'll count your steps. We'll just work on cleaning the farm at first, because... Oh! Am I right in assuming this is the first time you've ever worked on a farm? Please allow me to offer some advice. Talk to a person standing in front of you or lift objects next to you, pressing the confirm button. Next, to use an item, make certain to equip it first, then press the tool button to use it. When you need to do a bit of shopping, go to the store, stand across the counter from the shopkeeper and talk to them. However, if the store is closed, you can still speak to the shopkeeper, but you won't be able to buy anything. How thing do you think I am? Do you think being a 23-year-old... I can't even say it now, flipping it, that says a lot, doesn't it? Do you think being a 23 to 25-year-old, I do not know how to stand in front of someone and go, "Hello, sir. Please excuse me. Do you have some seeds I can buy?" It's simple. There are several other controls available to you as well. Would you like me to explain them to you? You know, just because you're a new game, yeah, just in case it's not the same. Till the land with the hoe, right, we knew that. And press the tool button, okay. Be tilled, clear the land, equip the hammer to crush stones, axe to do logs, and can be made by hand, these can be broken with tools. Been tilled, use the seed bag to plant, right, so clear the land, hoe it. I know it said to hoe the land first before doing the seeds, but clear the land, hoe it, plant the seeds, water them, fill up on the fish pond. That's not the fish pond yet, it turns into one in the PS1 game. I'm assuming it's the same. Keep your fields. Oh, right. Water your fields once a day for several days to grow your crops. Keep watering them every day until they're ripe. Some crops can only be raised during certain seasons, which we know that. Be careful if you plant seeds out of season, they won't grow. Some types of crops are vine crops. These can produce multiple yields at once and can be harvested, water them again, grow more. Okay. We know how to tend livestock. Mineral town. Oh, the map's even the same! Oh, wait. No. The map's a little bit different. I think. Only a little... Excuse me, sorry about that. Only a little bit different, though. I think. Not sure where to start. Try... Yeah. Okay, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I was going to say, just forage a bit first. The farm, right, you'll find your neighbours, I'm sure they'll be happy to chat. Oh yes, one last thing, when you return home, check your toolbox, inside you'll find a little gift. It's just my old pedometer. Oh, pedometer. Walking thing. But I think you'll get some use out of it. Large place after all, it might be interesting to see how many, right. Today I'll drop by to see how you're doing. Right, lovely. Oh, just let me go already. Hello, young sir. Zach. Yo, I'm Zach. I handle all the shipping around these parts. Yep, I remember him now. Nice to meet you. When you're farming, there's one big thing you gotta remember. I think he comes by at 5 PM. Here, I'll show you. That's the shipping bin. That's the forage. See this? This is your shipping bin. Don't forget about it. You want it? Yep, 5 PM. Put it in the bin and I'll come by at 5 PM every day and pick up whatever's in there. I think he had black hair in the PS1 version though. I think. Or it might be Zach I'm thinking of in the GameCube version. When I do, I'll automatically add your cut of the sale to your wallet. Nifty, right? Oh, but I don't come by to collect on holidays or festivals. I want a day off too, you know. Anyway, this ain't your only shipping bin. There's one inside the cooping barn too. You can sell crops you've harvested or stuff foraged from the mountains. Oh, and stuff like eggs and milk and wool can go in there too. You get the idea, right? Now listen up. This is important. Working hard is great and all, but don't overdo it. If your face starts getting blue, that's a sign you're about to keel over, pass out. When you get that bad, don't push it. Just go and rest, alright? Nobody wants a vacation to the clinic. Got that? Good. I'll be stopping by at 5 PM then. See ya. Oops. Right. Oh, right. I want to run around. Alright. I think you're running our bloody thing in. Right, so the D-pad, that bit there with the arrows on it, that's to switch through your weapons. Squares to actually, squares to jump over stuff, but it's also to actually use your, I was going to say weapon then. It's not to use your weapon, to use your tool. And then obviously as you go on. But I think what I liked about the Harvest Moon game, like the series in general, before it got to a specific point, it relied heavily on what you actually earn, not what you not like fighting monsters or anything. It relied heavily on contests and, you know, things like that. Oops. Okay, that's my first fatigue going a bit funny. Yeah, I'd always recommend clearing the farm, but I wouldn't recommend clearing too much of it at first. Just get it levelled out a bit. So this bit is fine. Oh, damn, I didn't bring the frigging thing with me, did I? Why? And that's to adjust the camera up and down on the D-pad. 1 bit of free wood. You got your inventory down there. I'd recommend not selling the wood, just purely on the basis that you'll need it to build things. I think you have to upgrade your stuff first. At least the level 2 axe charge is needed, so we've got the level 1 axe, I think. I'm just trying to see my energy though. Oh wait, up there's my energy. 46, 44 out of 150, so we've got a bit of it left. I'm just going to see if there's a spa around as well, because I think this is where I buggered up on, because obviously I was younger, but this is where I buggered up on the PS1 version. Okay. So that's a bird's eye view of my farm, so quite a lot. But what I remember is that road to the town, I remember that being on the right hand side, like, and then your house was right next to it, and then your mailbox, then your fish pond and your barn and coop were down the right side of it. That's what I remember. Right, I'm just going to go down there first, because what I really actually wanted then was a map. Renovate your home or farm. Materials and furniture also available. Ugh, ain't never been any good at this kind of thing, but basically I've got stuff you might need seeing. As you just moved here, drop on by sometime. Okay. Right, start. Here we go. So down here equals this bit here. I'm just trying to think. Sorry, excuse me. I can't remember if there was a spa in the PS1 version. Ooh, ooh. No, 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 no. Don't pass out. Don't pass out. You can save your current game or load data from another save. Ugh, no. Town map. So if you press triangle, you can go to this. 4:40 PM. Oh my god, I didn't sell the stuff. Right, yeah, right, come on. Bit of honey. Eating it has no effect, so it's best to use it as a, right. Lumber, nope. So the bluegrass can recover a bit of stamina. So we'll keep that for now, because the orange one's not good. But it can be used as a cooking ingredient, so we'll just keep the stamina one for now. Oh, 200 quid! Our first payment! Yeah. I'm here to pick up the stuff in your shipping bin. Okay. Good to know. You've got to make up in like mad here. Right, I just want to see if there is a spa. That's the horse stable, by the way. Oh, pinky plants. I don't know if you can actually get these. Just let me check dead quick. No, you can't. Back up. Ah, there we go. Spa! Ah, the relaxing spa. Yeah, and as you can see now in the top left, it gradually starts to recover your energy, which is good. Sorry, let me just check something. There we go. Because my Twitch is being funny again. Sorry, it's the chat. It ends up messing around sometimes. Right, come on, out we come. Let me clean up the garden a little bit more. Hang on a minute. What's up here? Right, there's a bit of a cave up here. And then you can go into the mountains as well. I'm just wondering if some of the old Easter eggs in here as well. Like on the PS1 version, I think, oh, is the mountain, Mother's Hill. In the PS1 version of Harvest Moon, I think there were like secrets that, I know there were secrets there. But if you hit a certain tree with an axe, you could get like a power berry. I think it was called. Hello. Oh, sorry mate, I didn't mean to scare you off. Popcorn, stop chewing your bars. Some bamboo. Does that mean some pandas are going to be nearby? Right, hammer level 3. But I am just so addicted to these farming games, I can't help it. I don't remember a tent being here last time. Not in the PS1 version, in case I didn't meet the character, but I'm pretty sure there was no tent. Haha, free wood. Mine. Mine. Ooh, flowers for people. No, I still can't pick that up. Bugger. And in the mountain area last time, you got near the chicken farm. You know, it led directly to the chicken farm, and you met a girl with pink hair. And from what I know, she was a sensitive girl. Ooh, 11 PM, 11 PM. Right, so that's the hot springs. I'll check out the cave tomorrow. Because I'm pretty sure there was no fighting in the PS1 version. What I'd probably say is keep on top of your farm, but don't necessarily clean up all of it if you're not going to use it. Sorry, that's popcorn if you can hear it. Some rice wrapped in seaweed. Well, now I know I need it. Oh, I remember him. I think he was a bit older in the PS1 version, but he's like a travelling merchant. You know what I mean? He always had like a yellow raincoat on. I'm sorry to disturb you at this early hour. I humbly apologise. I've not introduced myself. I am Hung, is that? I'm a travelling merchant. Just nickname you Georgie if you want. You got the raincoat look for it, haven't you? I've just arrived in this town. It's an honour to meet you. I see. You have a farm, yes? As it so happens, I have many seeds for sale. Rare, unique seeds. Come and see my wares. Buy them. Mr. Zack has generously allowed me to stay at his home. I've opened my store there. Come whenever you like. I'm always welcoming new customers. No worries. I must go and greet others. Goodbye for now. Aye? Collect fruit at the tree doing certain. Honey can be harvested all year round. I'm just thinking though, if I put the honey in certain places, will I attract bees? Because I know there was a way of getting bees on the last one. This is what I mean though, unless you're going to use the land straight away. Just don't neglect it, but at the same time don't do all of the land straight away, because if you do, you'll just end up having a big space that you have to clear up non-stop. I mean, I'm gradually going to start doing all this. Woohoo! My sickle went up a level. I can now upgrade it at the forge. Ooh, that's good. So you can't actually upgrade it then until it levels up. So that's a good way of doing it. Oh, I loved this as a child though. Couldn't stop playing it. I used to steal it out my brother's room temporarily, you know, just so I could start playing it. He'd be like there, Mom, she's done it again! And I'm just like, I'm just playing on it. Okay, getting a bit tired. I was going to say, you may as well not worry about any of these boulders yet, because you're not going to get them done. Not until you upgrade your hammer, which I wouldn't recommend spending all your money on. I'd recommend, like, for obvious reasons, not blowing all your money on your, like, hammers. And I nearly keep saying now weapons, because it's just getting to that point where I'm so used to them having weapons in this game, this type of game now. Okay. Oh, a yellow one. That's a bit... Oh, no. Inventory full. Right, keeping that. Moondrop flower. And let's see what the yellow one can do. Eating it will reduce your stamina, but relieve some fatigue. So, I think that means you lose some fatigue. No, it reduces, right. It reduces your stamina, but relieves some fatigue. So it relieves your fatigue, but, oh, sorry, right stick. You can go through your inventory straight away. So if you want to give someone some lovely gifts, come on everyone, let's start bribing our way into the community. It's up there and I completely dodged that. Ugh. But I love this game. Sasha, right, I don't believe she was in the last one, from what I know, but I might be wrong. Oh, hello there. Are you, yes, your Mayor Thomas told you about us. I butchered that then. Yes. Mayor Thomas told us you'd be coming. There we go. I'm Sasha. My family runs the general store. I do hope you'll drop by every once in a while. I think she was in it, actually. No, accept my gift. My, how thoughtful of you. I like this ever so much. Thank you. Yes, I do like to look out for the community. Right, aged winery. I think this is where Karen lives with her dad. Duke. Oh, who are you? So you're the new caretaker of that farm. I'm Duke. Nice to meet you. I'm just doing it now, because if we get it all out the way now, the meeting of it, we don't have to keep doing it. You know, all the instructions every single time. This is the general store, I think. Oh no, tavern. Bran? Sorry, who are you? Oh, right. You're the girl that took over the farm. I thought for sure you were a guest. What's your name? That's pronounced PMG, you said. I'm Ran. Nice to meet you. Hello, sweet one. It's locked. Sorry, Ran. I'm not a weirdo. I'm just snooping through your house. Hello, child. Great. Oh, he's not a kid, bloody hell. I haven't seen you before. So you're the new owner of that farm. I'm Gray. Nice to meet you. There's absolutely nothing around here. You don't know that, right? Oh, you do know that, right? Don't tell me you're some kind of earth weirdo. Sorry. Uh-oh, it looks like this one's plotting something. Well, as long as you don't scratch me. Right, 2:30 PM. The church is up there. Hello, priest. Carter. Ah, yes, PMG, yes. A most auspicious meeting indeed. Thomas told me about you. My name is Carter, and I'm the town priest. I hope to see you at church. Sunday, the usual time, You're not from around here, Whoa, you moved from that big old farm. Me? I'm you. Nice to meet you, lady. Oh, hey, since you've got a farm, that means you've got cows and stuff, right? Let me come and pet one sometime, okay? When I get one. For about, what, 3 grand? Hi there, lady. You a traveller? What? You moved into that farm? Me, I live on one too. Nice. I'm me. I think that's what you're saying, eh? Nice to meet you, lady. No worries, little one. I'm just trying to figure out how to run. Oh, bloody hell, wrong one. Sorry. Because you said you can walk or run, didn't you? Right, this is the clinic. I think Ellie, is that her name? You? Oh, wait. Ellie, yep, she's from the old one. You do you? Well, let's keep me in suspense. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Get a load of this. Oh, for goodness sake, how many times have I told you that this is a sterile environment? That means no bugs, ever. If you keep scowling, you're going to turn into a wrinkled old lady. What did you just... Running. And where do you think you're going, for that matter? Get back here this instant. Oh, you're not from this town, are you? No. I'm so sorry about all this. You're PMG, the one who came to work on the farm, right? The whole town has been a buzz ever since your arrival. My name is Ellie. I'm the nurse at this clinic. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you. And speaking of seeing, stop hiding behind PMG and look at me in the eye. Fine, you meanie. Oh, he's a natural born prankster, I swear. All I did was show you a bug. You know I hate insects. That's why I keep bringing them to you. It's so you get over it. You always have a comeback for everything. Who did you learn that from, I wonder? You understand how I feel, don't you? Putting me on the spot. You shouldn't harass people. But you shouldn't. Thank you for scolding him, and don't worry, those were crocodile tears, I assure you. He's not used to being reprimanded by people other than me, that's all. Whew. I hope it will make him think twice next time. He's about to pull something in his usual antics. Nice to see you. Yes. Hello, Jeff. How are you? Right, let's get the doctor out the way. Looks like the Riddle art stethoscope thing on his desk. I understand how you feel. Children want attention, so they purposefully play tricks on people they like. They do. Okay. Oh, nice memories, this game. General store? It's locked. Oh. 9 till 5, Tuesday and Sunday. So it's Tuesday today, so we can't get in. But I want to figure out how much a bigger rucksack costs. Right, I've already spoke to you. And this is the old grandma. Goodness me, a new face. You're PMG, I'm Ellen. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, my legs. I have an illness that makes my muscles weak, so I've been chair-bound for some time now. I'm just at that age. It does happen. Gradually, then. Oh, the library. Oh, it's shut. Oh. Oh! Right, we've done the winery. Say hello to you, Mana. Oh my, I haven't seen you in a bit. Could you be PMG? Bingo! I knew it. I heard from Thomas that someone new was moving in town. And he may or may not have let your name slip too. Oh me, where are my manners? My name is Mana, my husband is Duke, and I run this vineyard. It's ever so nice to meet you. We may be out in the boonies, but the folks here are kind, so let us know if you're ever in a bind. Oh, I'm a poet. Oh, whoops, I'm talking too much. I'm sorry, bad habit. And at night time, I'm assuming people will be near the tavern area. Don't think I spoke to you. Dudley. Oh, I haven't seen you in time. Dudley Townsend. Nice to meet you. How are things going? Fine. Ooh, bit of a garden. Oh, here we go, bit of a garden area. Unless this leads you back into the forest area. Well, no, but someone's over here anyway, so we'll go look. We'll try to go look. Oh, you can cut across, so that's neat. And then there'll be a bit of a house there. I don't know if I've already been to that one. Empty plot. Nice. Oh, can't go there anyway. Right, so there's the forge. This is the chicken coop area, where you meet the girl with the pink hair and a mother and a sister, I believe, as well. Bloody hell, you let me walk in, love. That's nice of you. Right, that's me. The guy. Or Mew guy. Anything up here? No worries, I won't wander around too much. That would be rude. I can't go in there. Town Square! Oh! Spring Derby's coming when spring 18th, 10 AM, Rose Plaza. Wonderful prizes await the winners. Yeah, so even if you can't compete, you can still bet on things, I think. So yeah, all the more reason to save up your money. And this is the beach. It's locked. Ah. Ooh. Oh, that's locked too. Bloody hell. Areas. Lovely. Right, so this is where Zach lives. Okay, let's go back now and have another sip of tea. Right, general store tomorrow for definite. Useful as an ingredient. I can put it in, but I don't think it'll get collected till tomorrow because obviously they're always collected at like 5 PM, sorry. Bounce. Alright, no, you might get it then, whatever time. Sunny day, marvellous. That's all on my... Oh, PMG, hello. Do you have a moment? I have a favour to ask. You see this little foal of mine here isn't feeling too well. It needs some extra care. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to give it that care. I was hoping you might raise it for me. You will? Good. I knew I could count on you. Well then, why don't we give this little one a name? How about Vincent? Yeah. There isn't much to worry yourself over when it comes to raising horses. Just give them lots of love and care and that'll be plenty. Talk to them every day. They do love hearing your voice. Brushing them every day is good for them too. Alright then, I'll take this little one over to your stable. What do I feed it? I ain't got the fodder yet. Once it's grown, I'll come back for it. Take good care of it for me until then. I'm counting on you. Ah, you don't need to feed the foals. That's good. You are raising any foals you are raising. Alright, you don't need to feed the foals you are raising any fodder. Bloody hell. But you can give them a pet treat. Is that a burger then? No, it was a biscuit, never mind. Stand near the foal and press the confirm button to talk to them. Equip the brush to groom. After about 90 days, the foal will become fully grown horse. Show your foals lots of love as you raise them. Okay, and I remember it being down here. So I'll go to the foal, give it some love. We won't be able to enter the horse race because obviously it's a baby and it won't grow into an adult, you know, within the space of 18 days. Put corn in here to grind up 30 bags of feed. Alright. Is this the chicken coop? Oh, it is the chicken coop, right? Not the bloody horse coop. Damn. Horse, here we go. Hello, little one. Hello, my Vincent. Hurry up and go strong. I know. You're beautiful. Stable. Okay. There's no fodder in the silo. Okay. Store fodder here. This will be filled with love one day. Okay, we need to get to the store now because I need to figure out how much a bigger rucksack will be. That's priority. As well as seeds. Blacksmith, just get the instructions out the way. No point, right? Okay, no worries. Right, chicken coop. I was gonna say, you can just cut across. General goods, or is it? No, it's the tavern, isn't it? It's not the same thing. Right, grapevine. Tavern. General store, it should be, I think. Bloody hell. Right, clinic. Oh, Karen? There she is. Hello, a friend was just telling me about how someday you moved into that... Oh, somebody moved into that old farmhouse. So that's you, huh? You're PMG. Got it. I'm Karen. Pleasure's all mine. No worries. Rick. You're the new girl who moved into the farm down the way, right? Ah, so your name's PMG. Hi, I'm Rick. I live in town with my mum and my little sister. Potpourri, I think that is. Potpourri. She's the pink hair one with the chickens. Pleasure to meet you. Potential husband then? Right, I think he's in a bit of debt as well. There's products lined up for sale. Yes, I was looking at them. Then you'll have things like soya sauce, seeds, flowers. Welcome. Right, turnips, potatoes, cucumbers. They might take a bit long to grow, but to be fair, they do yield multiple crops. Oh, come on, basic bag, there you go. Right, 16 items, so £3,000 is what we're aiming for, but we're probably just best planting the seeds first. Just for the sake of obviously getting the yield in. I mean, I suppose you could plant turnip seeds and... But yeah. Well, you'd scatter the seeds on the tilled ground. Two, 4, 6, 8. So, yeah. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. And, yeah, we'll do one of you as well. Yeah, honey girl. That's what we eat usually in the morning. Ah, now let's go plant the seeds. The seeds of life. Let's go say hello to Ellie first, though. Not Ellie, the bloody library girl. When's this library open? 10 AM to 4 PM. Bloody open up. I need to say hello to everyone. I think I'll keep this playthrough as well till about an hour and a half. Ah, there she is. Hello, Melly. Oh, are you the one taking over the farm? Thomas told me about you. My name is Marie. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Arrgh! Come on, Marie. You're in my way here. I can't move. There you go. What should I do? Oh, maybe if it... No, that won't work. Eee! Oh, I'm sorry. I was completely lost in thought. It's okay, love. You just met me. Oh, PMG, it's good to see you. It's awfully nice of you to drop by. Patrons at this library are few and far between. Forgive me for earlier. When I'm deep in thought, I don't see what's around me. Neither do I. Something troubling you? No, that's not it. I'm writing my own novel, but I'm at something of an impasse, so I'm trying to work it out. Thanks for your concern. Please stop by whenever you're in the literal mood. I'm sure we can have plenty of books that can help or inspire you. Thank you. Haha. Basil. Enthusiast. Botanical, plants, insects, easy person. Anna. Hello there. Goodness, we haven't met before, have we? Also, are you the one that just moved into the farm? Speaking of which, I seem to recall Thomas mentioning something along those lines. My name is Anna. I hope you'll come by and enjoy life in our cosy little town. Okay, let's plant the seeds, get it done and done. Oh! Mole. Right, the way I remember it is that you planted them like this. I don't know if things have changed in the game. Because in the PS1 version, one bag of seeds planted 9 seeds. And yeah, you find money sometimes if you do that. So I don't know if one bag of seed is going to be one bag or whether it's going to burst into 9 seeds. But truthfully, I think it's just going to be one. But the way I did it, you stood in the middle. You always plant it 9. Yeah, it seems to be doing a whole plot. You always plant it 9 squares. No, 8 squares, sorry. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, 8 squares, sorry, like that, like a U. So it's 3, 2, 3, because when the crops start growing, you'll start watering them, and once they're in the first stages, you won't be able to walk through the crops. So you'll end up missing out water in the middle square. There we go. But I'm glad that is actually like that as well, because... And then you leave a space, and then do the next lot. Because if it's too close, you won't be able to water it properly. Oh, bloody hell. Oh yeah, this is the thing as well. If you do a mistake like that, don't worry too much. Just do it there like that. I think you can sort of pick up the bricks to... Yeah, you get the bricks. And I think you can sort of get rid of it again. Like that. So that is a useful thing. Oops. No. Like that, that's how you do it. It's up to you if you want to do that. Me personally, I would have just been happy to leave it, but I'm just showing you what you can do. Oh, bugger. But ideally, you need to plant in this as quick as you can as well, because if you don't, I think it'll, it just erases itself by next morning if you don't use anything. You know, if you don't plant anything in it. And if you're ever on the farm at 5 PM, you'll always get Zach talking. Not Zach, I don't know, I can't remember if he's Zach now. But you'll always get him talking to you like, yo, I'm here to pick up the goods sort of thing. Boom. Yes, I know you're exhausted, but we need this planted. Like I said, I've just done it a bit wrong there, but as long as you have 8 squares, you don't really need to mither too much about it. Like I said, you can plant all 9, but it will be a bit of a thing, you know, trying to sort it out, so to speak. Please make sure you water them, everyone. Turnips aren't that much of an issue because you can plant them and then 6 days they grow, but if you don't water them ahead of time, it's a possibility they can just die overnight. So at least if we get the cucumber ones out the way. I know it's getting late. So you lose 2 points of energy every time. It's not time to pass out yet, come on. Just let me do the rest of me seeds. This is what you start doing in this game. You start bargaining with it. You're there, just let me do the rest of them. Just let me do the rest of them. Oh, come on. Don't pass me out. Come on, come on. Right, 2, 4, 6. Right, so 3 more squares. Right. Eat. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Okay. Right, everyone, we're nearly done. But honestly, the childhood memories in this, I'm glad I got it. Because I got another game as well called Harvest. Farm or Farm Harvest. And it's basically another farming one, but I do love my farming games, I have to admit. Boing. Right, we're going bed. And I must admit, I know I said I'd leave it to about an hour and a half, but I think I'll leave it there, because, to be fair, we've actually made some very good progress in this. We've got a horse. We've got our first selection of crops. Ooh, and on the 18th, we're coming up to the bloody, what is it? The horse racing, so we've got to save some money for that. To do some betting, which is nice. So yes, thank you very much for watching so far. Like I said, I think this is just a revamp of the Harvest Moon Friends in Mineral Town, you know, from the PS1 version. I'm not disappointed with it at the minute. It's got all the old characters in it, plus some new ones, so I'm not going to say I dislike it. I'm definitely not going to say that. I really do love it. This has been a well-known childhood game for me. So, yes. I do all sorts of games, so if you like what you've seen so far, please follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yes, pop in by the chat next time and give me a chat. And I'll see you all in the next video. So bye, and please stay safe.